Hey everyone, how about here? Bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be going over an updated team building video for the Dokkan Festival exclusive Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku and the good Majin Buu. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So the reason why I'm doing this is because part 2 ended up giving a lot of different options when it comes to both of these leaders here, and I wanted to make sure that the teams are updated for you individuals out there that need some help and want some insight when it comes to running these two main team leading units. So first and foremost, I do want to mention, yes, we have these sub EZAs that were announced, and I just want to let you know I'm not going to put really any of these units in the main rotations or part of even the alts that are available for both of these units here, because all these units are Majin Buu Saga. Now we know that running the Trunks and Goten in this same rotation, main rotation, will provide them a lot of damage mitigation, but still I don't think it supersedes a lot of the other options that we're going to be talking about here. And of course, if you just want to throw Hercule in there because you're missing a spot or you're missing a scenario that you need a lot of opportunity to dodge or damage mitigate, then Hercule could work out for you. So anyway, use it at your own accord. But let's go ahead and start first with the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku team. Now we're going to talk a little quickly about JP first, and then I'm going to dive into Global. Global I have a little bit more experience in than on JP, but JP here you do have the options of Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, the Tech Super EZA one, and of course the EZA to MUI Goku. Now the thing about Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku is he's kind of locked up in the first position if you want damage not damage mitigation, but guard and additional defense. And that's kind of where you want to really run this unit here. Now could you run him as floater? Sure, but in second position he's more a damage dealer than anything else. Maybe if you had them at like a full dodge type of build, you might have a better opportunity to run them in the floater position, but generally first position is kind of where it's at. It kind of reminds me of the limitation. That's why I have a big X when it comes to where's the big X here when it comes to Vegito and Super Saiyan 4 full power Goku, because you want to put them in the first position. Now down the road when they transform, right, you can then move them around, but technically they're going to be first position before pre-transformation, much like here with Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. He's kind of stuck in main position on the first slot there. Now you do have opportunity, like I said, to run them in as a floater, and then you're going to open up better options to run in main on the main rotation. So example, EZA for both Buuhan and Super Vegito, you can run them in the same spot there. That's a solid main rotation. It's not as good as you think, right? Because they're both like really the best LRs in the game for global, that is. And JP is a little different with Beast Gohan, but Majin or Buuhan actually has that healing mechanic where you want to be under 77% HP by the time you want to have the opportunity to transform into Super Vegito. So you got to watch out for that situation. But anyway, generally speaking, you're just going to be rocking it in that in those first two spots there as you continue kind of build up your defense as Super Vegito does stack on that. So yeah, so these options are available on the JP version of the game. If you look at on the global side, right, it's a lot different. Like look at the main differences of no Super Saiyan 3 Super EZA Gotenks and the MUI. Like just having MUI Goku as a floater is kind of wild, right? So not running him in main rotation, but again, you kind of want to have the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku in the first position. So with the Gohan, he's the Tech Ultimate Gohan, he's not on Kamehameha or time limit, thus he's not getting the 200%, but the new LR Ultimate Gohan does have Kamehameha, so it does fit into the 200% team here. Now again, the limitation of not having Vegito Blue and Super Saiyan 4 Goku as an option here is fine, but I think this team does run really well. And with the unit super attack that Gohan gets from from basically Gotenks there, gives a little bit of additional boost when it comes to SA multiplying. So But I would say, you know, if you're going to be running this on global, you do want to run Tech Ultimate Gohan, right? And then kind of figure out what your support is going to look like. If you don't want to run a support, you can see all the different options as floaters, right? There's just so many options as floaters that you can run. You know, mainly, you know, you can even have Kefla. Again, it's going to have some orb issues there. You got to make sure you got that 6 orbs. But ultimately, you got the EZA, Dragon Fist Goku in itself. Now, if you want to make sure you run all Majin Buu Saga, remember the AGL Dragon Fist, for some odd reason, is on Majin Buu Saga as well. So, even though I don't think at any point in time, trying to remember, it's been a while since I've seen Z. Does he ever do Dragon Fist in Z? I don't even remember. So, but anyway, he's on both. Whereas the movie Heroes Dragon Fist Goku, he's the STR one. He's not on Majin Buu Saga. So, just again, just kind of keep that in mind. So this team here, I think it's kind of the best team you want to run with Super Vegito and Tech Ultimate Gohan in main rotation, along with the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Again, I don't know if I would spin him off like this, right? I don't know. I probably wouldn't do it. But you could still operate fairly well, besides like really tough end game that you really need to, you know, focus on defense. I think everything else you can run this fine with here. So anyway, that is the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku. Big differences, of course, is the Ultimate Gohan, both the EZA and the Tech one there, and of course on global, getting the EZA to the STR High School Gohan does, you know, provide you some opportunity for some support. So let's go ahead and move on to the Good Majin Buu. So the Good Majin Buu, of course, you can run a full Buu team. He is going to be absolutely fine that you can run a full Buu team, because we are going to get the Super EZA to Kid Buu. No LR Kid Buu, I understand. And this team does run fine. The weakest link is actually Super Buu, which isn't really all too bad, right? But you do have some super options that you can run. You didn't put like Harudagar on there, but generally, if you're gonna run this Evil Buu here, and he's actually better on this position as a link partner, but if you are gonna run this unit here, you want the whole team to be a Majin power, right? So I do recommend that. Now I do put these units on here. I didn't say it in the Super Saiyan 3 one on here, just because I'm hoping that these units, the Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Vegeta, both EZA and like an EX or Part 3, along with the Super EZA to Kid Buu. That's what I'm hoping, because then it could just really round out the Super Saiyan 3 team, like this one here, have some additional options, you know, and this team, or the teams that you're going to build, you know, after this, besides this team here, because really what you're going to want to generate is something like this, right? This team is, so this is a full Buu team, but having Gohan, the Ultimate Gohan rotation, that's a great rotation to run. So you can run something like this that is just, again, going to do absolutely just fine. We're hoping that the Super EZA to Kid Buu is going to stay at all types, so no just extreme only. That's going to make it very versatile. But you can even just change it out, right? I think the Ultimate Gohan rotation is just super good. But you might go, okay, well, I don't want to run that. I want to run, or I do want to run that, but then I can run also the EZA Super Vegeta and Buuhan rotation as well. Again, caveat to running it on this team here, the likelihood of you transforming is going to be a lot tougher because of the healing mechanics of this team here. That's why you do want to run a Gohan rotation, so that you don't have, you know, like a full Buu rotation where everybody's just healing, right? So yeah, if you're under 77%, that's really what you're looking for here. But running this Majin Buu Saga team is a very strong team, along with maybe something like this. That's going to be a little bit different as well if you don't have the Ultimate Gohan rotation, and you do have the Super Saiyan 3 Angel Goku and the Super Saiyan 3 Dragon Fist Goku. Because again, remember, that is a Majin Buu Saga unit. You can't run the STR on this team right here. So the flexibility is really good. I think the Buu team is better overall, given the fact of the flexibility, right? Because Super Saiyan 3 Goku, you're generally locked in here. Again, you can put him as a floater. It's just not going to operate as good as, you know, the guarding ability and the defensive boost in slot 1. So whereas here the restrictions, and of course making sure that on rotation he's a part of a Majin Buu Saga teammate on rotation, whereas Majin Buu in of itself, you don't have any of those limitations. You can put him in the first spot, the second spot, the third spot, and he'll just basically still be the same. So him being a floater here is way more convenient and more powerful, because you might get locked up, if you're fighting against Super Buu, you might, or Omega, and you're still just going to be fine, especially if you're going to be running a full Majin Buu team. Now, of course, you got to be careful here if you're running Ultimate Gohan as a rotation and you do get locked up. That could cause some issues, especially for the LR Ultimate Gohan, right? So do be wary if you're going to be running something like that. So anyway, hopefully this was a good update and refresher for you all. These teams are a bit different from what I initially did in the initial breakdowns of both of these units here, but just know that I think the Majin Buu Saga team on both is fantastic. I just think I give it a slight edge to the Majin Buu. Now, on my best teams, I'm not sure if I'm going to merge these two or not, because again, it's quite different. Like if you're running this team versus this team here, right? No, actually, it's not that much. Well, it's different from this one versus this one. It can still run this and this, but again, if you're going to be running this here, your defensive mechanics are going to be a lot worse than if you're going to be running this. So I guess, they're very similar, right? Very similar if you were going to run full Majin Buu Saga. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I split them up. They're going to be high up there, I'll tell you that much, when it comes to the top teams. But hopefully this helps out. If you guys have any questions, comments, put that in the comment section below. And if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.